Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to Jurassic Park.
Franchise the damn thing.
Hello, my lore lovers. My name is Lindsay, aka November Pixie. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Victim of Franchise. Now, this is not only my very first episode of Victim of Franchising, but it is so hard for me because this IP is one that I have held near and dear to my heart since I was 9. I'm talking about Jurassic Park. I can still remember being 9 years old, sitting on the edge of my seat and holding my breath when I first saw Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptors. I was never really interested in studying about dinosaurs. But holy hell, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex in my face. This was the greatest movie I had ever seen in my life. I literally can't get enough of this movie. To this day, I just feel like watching it. I will put it on and still be on the edge of my seat every time I see this. So it was about 1997 when I realized that this was actually a book and I could not get to the library fast enough. About 1997 when I realized that there was also a sequel called The Lost World. And I was so excited to hear that that one was coming out, so I immediately grabbed the book and devoured it. But I have to say, when I read The Lost World, I was a little WTF. It takes place on Isla Sorna, the island next to Isla Nublar. So it's overrun with the dinosaurs that escaped from Jurassic Park, and they need an expert to go down there and inspect the island, and they choose Ian Malcolm? What the fuck? Why did they do this? First of all, Ian Malcolm is not a paleontologist. He's actually a mathematician and a chaostician who was brought in to assess the risks of the park. That'd be like going to inspect a zombie apocalypse and taking Stephen Hawking. This scene... Seriously, what the fuck? I have to lower my blood pressure every time I watch that. If you need an expert to go down and inspect an island filled with dinosaurs, why not take Dr. Grant? You know, the main paleontologist they brought out. Because I was sitting there thinking that this could have been an opportunity for them to create the next Indiana Jones or Jack Ryan. Michael had an opportunity to create something and be the Indiana Jones of paleontology. So needless to say, wasn't a big fan of The Lost World. Still could not diminish my love of Jurassic Park. But I could do without Lost World. If The Lost World wasn't bad enough, came Jurassic Park III. It's not as bad as The Lost World. Now, this is obviously after Michael Crichton's untimely death. I mean, granted, the movie is pretty fucking stupid, but at least it wasn't as bad as The Lost World, in my opinion. Then I thought, okay, this is where we need to stop. This is where we need to leave well enough alone. Jurassic Park is still amazing. It is still a technical feat, and it was just a lightning in a bottle trick that will just never be duplicated. Please leave it alone. This film makes me so angry. I literally could not have hated this movie more. Sure, it made billions and billions of dollars. I'm not denying that. But it spits in the face of everything that Jurassic Park was. As if Jurassic World wasn't bad enough because it made the billions of dollars that they were hoping for. I didn't think I could hate Jurassic World. I thought that that was going to go down as one of my most hated movies of all time. And then Fallen Kingdom came out. These two brain-dead idiots completely missed the mark of what Jurassic Park was and proves why it was, is, and always will be more superior to these complete dumpster fires. And just like everything else in Hollywood, it's under the mask that more CGI equals better. Turn off your brain and enjoy the pretty colors. Don't look for a deeper meaning because there isn't one. Or at least there's not a new one that we didn't cover in 1993 better and more effectively. I could literally go on and on for hours and hours about how much Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom suck, but I want to be concise and to the point. So I've actually comprised a list why these movies are complete garbage. The kids. Let's talk about Jurassic World's kids, Zach and Gray. I literally couldn't care less about Zach and Gray, but you have to understand these two, they're plot devices that show up when it's convenient to the plot. Let's play a little game, shall we? Take a shot every single time that these two are brought into a scene out of sheer convenience. The babysitter is distracting, allowing them to run away. Getting into a gyrosphere just as the shutdown happens. We see on the gyrosphere about the glass. They want to take the gyrosphere out for just one more minute. The boys having car repair skills on a car that's been left sitting idle for 30 years. They offer literally nothing to the story that wasn't out of sheer convenience. The clone girl? Are you serious? If there's anything worse than being used as plot convenience, it's being used as an exposition. And every time this little girl does something that actually is just a form of exposition, take another shot. Sneaking around the trophy room when they discuss the cell, the little girl going to the underground lab with a perfectly queued up video of Owen's blue diary, being in the room when BD Wong and the super evil guy have the discussion about genetic engineering, being within earshot of the exposition of the super nanny. What the fuck? I was thinking this exact cutaway when we first learned the girl is actually a clone.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Speaking of being pointless to the script, because this is just another thing that just drives me crazy about this movie. Claire and Owen. God damn it, stop trying to push these two together. I don't buy their relationship for a single second. And then they had their awkward little kiss. Have these two seen anybody kiss ever? Now don't go jumping in my comment section below. I know in Jurassic World that it was an impromptu kiss, that it wasn't planned, and Chris Pratt just planted it on her. That's why it should be cut, because it looks terrible. And then if that one was impromptu, why in the freaking A are they kissing in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Watching these two people kiss reminds me of a child taking two Barbie dolls and smashing their faces together. But I know what's gonna happen. I'm willing to bet $1 million on this, that Claire and Owen in Jurassic World 3 are going to be either engaged or planning their wedding, and then by the end of the movie we're going to reveal that she's pregnant. Place your bets. I'm putting money on it now. The product placement.
And tons of product placement.
Verizon Wireless presents the Indominus Rex.
I know what everyone's going to point out. Oh, this is just a meta comment about how commercialized places like Disney and Six Flags. And don't worry, in Jurassic World, they put the meta comment about product placement in there. So we can't really get So if they really were to open Jurassic World, that's what it would look like. It would have a ton of sponsorship. I get it. Yes, if Jurassic World was going to be a real place, that is what it would look like. But putting it in the movie is just stupid. Remember in the original Jurassic Park, the only products that we actually knew of were a couple of Jeeps and 2 Ford Explorers. Now I have to say, I love the fact that Jurassic Park went with Ford Explorers because it would not have supplied me with my all-time favorite meme. When a movie has products out in plain view like that, it's a cheap and easy way for movies like Jurassic World to get their shitty movies made. So once again, the product placement, too much. I'm over it. I'm not walking through a shopping mall. I'm supposed to be watching you carry on the legacy of one of the greatest IPs of all time. Flimsy writing is masked by new dinosaurs. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the screenwriters are just lazy and use the dinosaurs for plot convenience. Now, once again, let's talk about the Indominus Rex. Let's talk about how this character, and I am calling the Indominus Rex a character, so he knows and understands thermal detection. He knows how to control it, lures people into his cage, knows what a tracker is, and digs it out because it remembered where they put it in, and now it hunts for sport. Every time this idiotic dinosaur makes a move or discovers a new ability that it has, it just pushes your ridiculous plot that much further. As if it couldn't get worse, Fallen Kingdom comes in the door. I see the totally ridiculous plot to put the dinosaurs in the military. I'll see that, and I'll raise you a black market auction to put these dinosaurs in the military.
That's hilarious. What does he actually want to do, though? He wants to do the auction thing. Oh, okay. I guess because the stuff you're saying is so ridiculous, I'm like, either this guy's joking or the script is really dumb. Well, I'm not joking. Gotcha.
Stop trying to put the dinosaurs in military. It's never going to work. And now you're telling me that Owen's research with Blue actually allowed you to create a genetically modified dinosaurs that obeys human commands, and by obeys human commands, that you point a gun at this person, it shoots a laser, and that makes the Indoraptor go crazy and attack that person. How is that obeying human commands? It's so fucking frustrating that you keep taking the same plots and just recycling them over and over and over again.
Shut up! Enough already! They're the same thing! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
And now let's get to the number one reason why Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom are complete bullshit.
And see all the dinosaurs again that we all loved so much in the first movie. We're gonna have Blue.
We have a Carnotaurus.
The Carnotaurus fights the Sinoceratops.
In this Jurassic World, you will see more dinosaurs than you've ever seen before.
We have the Mosasaurus. We have the T-Rex.
We have a Baryonyx in this movie.
In this Jurassic World, you will see more dinosaurs than you've ever seen in all the other Jurassic movies combined. We have a brand new genetically modified dinosaur called the Indoraptor.
There were scenes where we had so many dinosaurs in the same frame that we had to make the frame bigger.
We have a Stygimoloch.
We just all love the Stygimoloch.
Jurassic Park is not a dinosaur movie, you fucking idiots. Now again, don't go jumping in my comment section. It's called Jurassic World. It's called Jurassic Park. Of course it's about dinosaurs. No, it wasn't. Now, of course, there is the terrifying opening sequence about the raptor being loaded in. Yes, Dr. Grant and his crew see the Brontosaurus as soon as they arrive in Jurassic Park. Yes, we see a velociraptor being born at 29 minutes into the movie. Yes, we do have dinosaurs being the driving force of the book and the movie. However, the movie is not about the dinosaurs. In a movie that's 2 hours and 7 minutes, there's 18 minutes of dinosaurs. Now, I am not a camera person, I will fully admit that. Film&Stuff did an incredible video about how the cinematography is captured through both movies and why the first one is amazing and the rest of them are garbage. So you're asking me, if it's not about the dinosaurs, then what's it about? Here's my answer to that. The book and the film are actually a very moral and ethical dilemma. It's a deep dive into the question of, just because we can do this, should we do this? Or was everyone sleeping when Malcolm said this?
Yeah, don't you see the danger, John, inherent?
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should.
Did you catch that? The entire discussion between these characters is Hammond trying to say that he has control of the situation, and the rest of them trying desperately to get him to understand that there's no way he can have control. And I know that you're gonna say that Claire learns this lesson. They thought they had control, but then again they didn't. We already learned that in the first one. It's nothing new. You just keep recycling the same thing over and over again. It's always going to be the same thing. You're never going to watch a new Jurassic World film and be taught anything else. That which cannot be controlled should not be. And then they pulled, taking a breath, lowering the blood pressure. What the hell is with Ex Machina T-Rex again? This was something that they did in 1993. There wasn't really a rhyme or a reason. And don't go jumping in my comment section below to talk about it. I get it. It's completely implausible for the T-Rex to just show up at a random point. The main cast not knowing that he's there during this raptor attack. I get it. But it worked then. It just fucking worked. But here, it's just an excuse to have two CGI monsters just doing this. Blah! Oh my god! Blah! Ugh. Stop with the Ex Machina T-Rex. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. They did it in 93. They did it perfectly. Stop it. VFX can enhance a really good story, but when it's just used as a gimmick to throw more crap in your face, it's just not good. So there you go. A little bit longer than I would have liked, but like I said, I cannot stress to you enough about how much I love Jurassic Park and what I hate these new films have done to this beloved IP of mine. So what did you think? These movies made over $1 billion at the box office, so someone out there must have liked it. I'd like to know what your opinion is. This is just my opinion, so I hope you'll take it as that much, but I'd be interested to hear your comments below. So let me know what you thought of Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Hopefully we can engage in a nice back and forth discussion about what you liked and what you didn't like about the film. If you actually like all these points that I'm making, please leave those comments below as well. If you do like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and you can share on Facebook and Twitter. That helps out a lot. Now, if you like what I do on this channel, you can sprinkle a little pixie dust over that subscribe button. You can check out some of my other videos, such as Can I Fix It?, Top 5 Countdowns, and Jumping Mediums. I love the subject of movies and television, and I can't talk about them enough. Is there another franchise that you'd actually like me to delve into? Leave it below in the comment section. And be sure to ring the bell for notifications on all my latest videos. Until next time, wishing you peace, love, and pixie dust. Bye now.